Mrs. Honeybee. Today, we will be exploring the world of Mario.
It's me, Mario.
All you have to do is close your eyes, get cozy, and listen to the sound of my voice. Mrs. Honeybee will be your guide. Let's begin. You are walking along a block platform that is built up beneath you, brick by brick. Each step forward aligns with brick, one after another. The sky above you is bright blue with a couple puffy clouds hanging high up above. To one side, you can see hills of neon green, one after another, protruding higher and higher into the blue sky. Up ahead of you, along the path you are walking, you can see several open pipes sticking up from the ground. There's one just ahead of you. Let's go check it out. Keep walking carefully along this walkway. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, until you get to it. As you approach the pipe sticking up from the ground, you notice someone standing right by it who appears to be waiting for you. As you get closer, you can clearly see who it is waiting for you in his bright red hat, bright red shirt, and blue overalls. It's Mario. He waves you hello with his white gloved hand as you walk up to greet him. He gives you a big hug and is so happy that you're here.
Let's go.
He swiftly hops up onto the green pipe and reaches down a white glove to help you jump up. You reach your hand up to grab his and jump yourself up onto the pipe with him. The pipe under your feet is solid green metal. You know that jumping on this usually takes you to a fun underworld, but looking at it, you cannot see how that is possible. He instructs you to close your eyes tight, bend your knees like you're going to jump up to the clouds, and then jump with all of your might while you're reaching your arms high into the sky. He goes first to show you how to do it. First, he closes his eyes tight enough that little wrinkles form around his eyes. Then he bends his knees and jumps as high as he can while reaching for the sky. As if by some magical invisible force, something grabs him from midair and he spins around and around so quickly that he blurs into a stir of red and blue color. Then he disappeared. Now it's your turn. Make sure your eyes are closed tightly enough to make wrinkles. You bend your knees like you're going to jump straight up to a cloud. Then you do. As you feel your feet leave the solid pipe, a magical force spins you around without making you dizzy, and you are pulled instantly down through the pipe. You can feel your belly drop like you were on a roller coaster. Now you are in the fun underground world beneath the block walkway. When you meet Mario again in the underground world, he greets you with a high five. His white gloved hand is soft to the touch. The underground world is much darker, but not at all scary. You are deep underground, and the space above you is dark, like a silent nighttime sky. The walkway beneath your feet is a bright turquoise color that seems to glow against the rest of the darkness. There are turquoise blocks the same color as the walkway, stacked on top of each other like steps floating in midair. Shiny gold coins twinkle above each midair step like stars lighting up a nighttime sky. Mario wants you to know that a fun adventure awaits you in the world and that there's so much to explore.
Let's go.
One of Mario's favorite superpowers is changing his size with the help of super mushrooms.
Woohoo!
He scurries away quickly, then jumps up onto one of the floating steps to grab something. As he jumps back down to return to you, he's carrying a big red and white spotted mushroom in his hands. He sets it down in between you two and stands right next to you. In an excited voice, he instructs you on the count of 3 to take a big breath in through your nose and jump as hard as you can onto the mushroom. 1, he grabs your hand in his. 2, you both bend your knees ready to jump with all your might. 3, take a deep breath in through your nose. As you jump onto the mushroom, when you land on it, breathe all the air out through your mouth. The mushroom squishes down with a squeak that sounds like its own kind of exhale. The mushroom then bounces both of you up, up, up into the air like a trampoline. As you soar through the underground space, you can feel yourself expanding in size. It feels like you are floating, inflated like a balloon. You and Mario glide gently back down onto the turquoise walkway. You are both 3 times larger. You are now big enough to simply reach your supersized hand up and grab a shining gold coin from above one of the floating steps. It's tiny in your supersized hands. Your feet feel heavier as you begin to walk forward with Mario. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. This helps you bring your attention to your strong legs as they move you through the world. As you walk with Mario, giant step by giant step, he points his giant gloved hand to a tiny blue spotted mushroom that's hiding behind another green pipe that's sticking out of a wall right ahead of you. You both walk up to the pipe and he plucks the mushroom from where it's wedged between the pipe and the ground. He holds it tiny in his hand and tells you that this mini mushroom will help shrink you back to typical size, or even smaller if you focus your mind. Since you've experienced being bigger than you usually are, you want to see what it's like to be teeny tiny. He holds out his hand for you to cup your hands around his, holding the mushroom. He tells you to focus your attention on your feet, holding you sturdily on the ground. Feel how steady you can be held up by your feet. Then focus your breath on your feet. Take a big breath in through your nose. When you breathe out, as your chest and lungs collapse back down to their typical size, Focus your shrinking exhale down into your feet. You feel a blur spin around you, and all of a sudden, everything that just appeared so small is now so massive around you. Mario jumps up excited that he has shared his superpowers with you. Now, when you look down at your feet, standing you steadily on top of the turquoise stone walkway, you can take 2 whole steps within the same stone outline. Your legs have to do twice as much work to get you just as far. You are both standing right in front of the green pipe that is sticking horizontally out of the block wall. Since you are tiny, you both get a running start. Then use your tiny legs to jump as high as you can into the pipe to go into the next compartment. Mario goes first. He runs, jumps up as high as he can, then disappears into the pipe. Now it's your turn. You lunge your tiny legs like you're about to start a race. Then you run, and jump as high as you can. You close your eyes as you fly tiny through the air. When you open them back up, you're in a whole new area underground and are your typical size again. Mario's brother Luigi meets up with you two in his underground compartment.
Luigi.
He smiles as he waves you in a white-gloved hello, wearing his bright green hat, green shirt, and blue overalls.
Let's go.
Luigi explains that this level presents a new challenge. Instead of finding mushrooms here, there are zooming blue turtles who will try to run into you with their shells.
Bang, bang.
To avoid them, you'll have to use your strong legs to jump up high over them. Mario and Luigi are expert jumpers, so they'll show you how to do it. The 3 of you walk forward along the turquoise path with the same nighttime sky darkness all around. Mario and Luigi are ahead of you. Luigi looks back to warn you that a turtle is coming up. Get ready to jump. You bend your knees, and once you see Mario and Luigi jump ahead of you, you push off the ground with all of your might and jump all the way over the blue zooming turtle. You land gently back on the turquoise ground. Mario and Luigi are expert jumpers, and they think you did a great job jumping and bringing your attention to your legs. Now that you have jumped all around this world, let's focus our attention on a technique Mario and Luigi use to relax their feet, ankles, and legs. Take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. As you inhale, make your feet, ankles, knees, and legs as strong as you can. Flex and strengthen every muscle you have from the bottoms of your toes all the way up your legs. Then, as you breathe slowly out, releasing all the air from your lungs, let every single bone and muscle in your feet, ankles, knees, and legs relax. Let your feet be limp and choose where they fall. Let your ankles and knees be soft. Let all of your leg muscles be as squishy as the squishy, squeaking mushroom. Now that your feet, Ankles, knees, and legs are relaxed. Mario and Luigi want to take you back to the above ground world. You look up above you and see another green metal pipe protruding from the ceiling. Mario and Luigi each grab one of your hands in their puffy white gloves and jump you up through the pipe in a blink. When you open your eyes again, you are back up on the stone walkway under a bright blue sky with a few puffy clouds hanging up above. Next, Mario and Luigi are going to introduce you to each of their friends because they each have special characteristics or abilities that will help you calm the rest of your body as well as your mind, so you can experience a deep sense of relaxation. Relaxing your mind and body is an important part of being as strong as you can, and you are a very strong person. We've already focused on relaxing your feet, ankles, knees, and legs. Next, let's meet up with Bowser to relax your hips, back, and neck. Here he comes.
Bowser.
Walking toward you, Bowser looks a little intimidating. He is a gigantic, turtle-like creature that lumbers his massive body forward. He has a big, bright green shell on his back that is protected by sharp ivory horns that protrude outward. His shell goes all the way from his dinosaur-like tail to his neck, just under the ivory horns that protrude from the sides of his head. He wears black, studded straps around his neck and both of his wrists. Usually Bowser is trying to beat Mario and Luigi at their own game and conquer Mushroom Kingdom, but he heard that you were here today, so he has decided to be friendly instead. Bowser waves hello and smiles a happy, toothy grin as he approaches you, Mario, and Luigi. Bowser is an expert at keeping his hips, back, and neck strong. He uses his hard shell to protect this part of his body and keep him stabilized. Like a shell, you have a strong spine that rests sturdily on your hips. Focus your attention on your hips. Make sure they are centered and aligned. If you notice yourself putting more weight on one side, and if comfortable, take a moment to adjust and realign your hips to equally support your weight. When your hips are equally supporting you, your shoulders are directly above them, allowing your spine and neck to be lengthened and strong. Imagine your strengthened, lengthened spine and neck is a hard shell like Bowser has. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your belly expand outward as it fills up with fresh air. Then breathe all the air out through your nose, bringing your belly back to its typical size. Soften. Throughout the movement of your breathing, as with the movement in your life, your spine and neck stay strong, always supporting you from your hips to your shoulders like a protective shell. Now that you have focused your attention and relaxed most of your body, bring your attention to your chest and the beating heart within. Mario and Luigi have a good friend who knows all about taking care of your heart and practicing gentle kindness. Here she comes now. It's Princess Peach. Her long blonde hair and puffy pink gown trail behind her as she walks gracefully towards you.
Hi!
She's very excited to see you.
La 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 la.
When she arrives, she walks towards you with her gloved arms wide open for a hug.
Oh,
You hug her warmly. She then explains that paying attention to your heart,
uh-huh.
both physically and emotionally, is just as important as paying attention to your body.
This is fun.
Your heart is a strong beating muscle that keeps you going most of the time without you even noticing. For this reason, Princess Peach suggests it's even more important to appreciate all that it does for you every single day.
Did I win?
One way to appreciate your heart is to place both hands directly over your heart on your chest. Place your left hand first, then your right hand. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Feel your hands placed gently on your chest rise as your chest expands and fills with fresh air. When you cannot take in any more air, pause for just a quick second and feel your heart beating, even when you are not actively breathing. After 2 beats of your heart, slowly release the air through your mouth. Feel your hands placed gently on your chest, fall back down. When you cannot exhale any more air, pause for another quick second and feel your heart beating, even when you are not actively breathing. Keeping your hands on your heart, breathe normally at a rate that is calm and comfortable for you. Princess Peach thinks you're doing a great job bringing your attention to your heart.
Yeah.
She reaches her hand out toward you, holding something that she'd like to give you. You reach out your hands to accept a little sparkling pink heart with 2 cartoon eyes blinking lovingly at you. As you accept the gift from Princess Peach, she tells you that this heart is overflowing with love and kindness and will protect you from any opponent in any world as long as you carry it with you in your heart. As you place the pink heart over your own, promise yourself that you will carry a heart overflowing with love around with you. This will help you practice kindness to both yourself and others. If you allow yourself to be led by a soft heart, it will lift you up. To show you exactly how a kind heart can lift you up, Princess Peach grabs your hand and asks you to take another focused breath in and out. This time, focus on opening your chest on the inhale and softening your chest along with your belly on the exhale. Part of you holds yourself strong, which allows another part of you to be soft. Your feet, hips, spine, and neck are your strengthened Bowser-like shell, so your heart can overflow with gentle kindness. Focusing your attention on your softened heart, You and Princess Peach begin to float up into the air. You two soar into the bright blue sky, reaching out for a puffy cloud. You reach your hand out, closer and closer, until you feel the cotton candy-like clouds hanging in the sky. Since you were softened, you were able to reach out and be met by softness. If you allow yourself to be led by a soft heart, it can show you a gentler world. On the way back down from the cloud, Princess Peach's gown acts as a parachute that delivers you gently back down to the stone walkway. When you land, you see that a new friend has joined the group. You have focused your attention and relaxed your feet, legs, hips, spine, neck, as well as softened your heart and belly. This new friend is going to show you some techniques that he uses to relax his shoulders, arms, and hands. He is a big, strong, gorilla-like creature with muscular shoulders and arms and giant fists. It's Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong spends his days moving obstructions out of his friend's ways and tossing things aside, which means that he has to keep his shoulders, arms, and hands strong. Take a deep breath in through your nose and imagine that your shoulders, which are aligned with your hips and supported by your spine, are big and strong like Donkey Kong's. As you breathe out, imagine your breath deflating your big shoulders and traveling down each of your arms, past your elbows and your wrists, and finally escaping through your fingertips. Just as strong as your shoulders and arms can be, they must also be able to be equally as soft. Take a moment to clench a strong fist, just like Donkey Kong, as strong as you can. Then, slowly release your fist. Allow each finger to unfurl one by one, starting with your pinky fingers. Mario and Luigi have two more friends to introduce you to. They think you're doing a great job bringing your attention to, then relaxing each part of your body. Here comes the next friend you're going to meet, Yoshi. He greets you with a squeaky Yoshi. He is so excited to see you. Yoshi is a delightfully green dinosaur creature with big, happy eyes, a big, puffy nose, and an even bigger smile. He's always smiling and always joyous, so he wanted to meet you to help you soften and relax your face muscles. He knows just how tired a face can get, even just from smiling so much and being happy. He starts by gently closing his eyes. Gently close your eyes with Yoshi if they are not already closed. Then bring your focus to your forehead. Make sure it's softened and relaxed. Are your eyebrows wrinkled in towards each other? If so, gently let them rest comfortably where they naturally are. One thing Yoshi loves to do is puff out his cheeks with air to stretch out his cheeks. Take a big breath in through your nose and stop for a quick second when you cannot take in any more air. Pretend as if you're going to exhale through your mouth, but instead puff up your cheeks like air is trying to escape but cannot. Push out your cheeks as far as you can, then exhale all the air out through your mouth and soften your cheeks, your teeth, and your jaw. Throughout the day, Yoshi notices that he holds his teeth tense and clenches his jaw like a fist. If you ever notice yourself doing this like Yoshi, bring your awareness and your breath there and let it be soft for a moment. The last friend Mario and Luigi want you to meet is Little Toad. And here he comes. Toad is a tiny mushroom-like creature who has a big, puffy red and white mushroom cap on his head, white bloomers, and a blue vest. He is focused on always happily helping his friend, Princess Peach, who you've already met. One of the ways Toad is able to focus so well on his work is by clearing his mind. And that's what he came to show you how to do. In addition to softening your heart, clearing and relaxing your mind is essential for your well-being. You must allow your mind to wander and then rest if you're ever going to try to focus. Your mind is a multifaceted thing that is creative and logical, dreaming and questioning, and you must exercise each part of your mind every day, as well as rest it. With your whole body and heart relaxed, the last step is to quiet your mind and experience deep relaxation. Take one last deep, slow breath in through your nose. As you inhale, imagine your head and your mind becoming big, soft, and puffy, like the mushroom cap Toad wears. As you slowly exhale through your mouth, imagine breathing out all of your thoughts, all of your worries, and all of your fears. Allow your mind to focus only on the sound of my voice. If thoughts, worries, or fears come back, imagine them bouncing off your squishy mushroom cap head. Relax here for a moment, comfortably, with all of your friends in the Super Mario world. You are here, standing on top of a green warp pipe that leads down into the colorful world. To begin, all you need to do is get in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and listen to the sound of my voice. My Super Mario friends and I are so happy you're here, getting comfy with us. They are all waiting for you in their world that begins on the other end of this pipe. In order to get there, we need to take a slow, big breath in and jump up as high as we can. If we jump high enough, we will be able to grab the shiny gold coin that is high above us on the pipe. When we get the coin and exhale, the warp pipe will spin us around and around and deliver us to all of our friends. Let's take a slow, big breath in through our noses. As your chest rises, filling with fresh air, you are jumping higher and higher into the air toward the shiny gold coin. When you cannot take in any more air, reach out and grab the coin with your hand. Then use your tummy muscles to push out all the air through your mouth. As your chest lowers back down, the warp pipe spins us round and round, down through the pipe and into the colorful world. You land gently on the ground of brown blocks. You are surrounded by a clear blue sky with puffy white clouds that hang high above. There are bright green hills behind you and all our Super Mario friends happily running towards you. There's Mario and Luigi. Yoshi scurries over. Little Toad, Princess Peach, and lastly, Big Bowser makes his way to you to say hi. Everyone gathers around you for a big hug. They are so happy to see you. Little Toad runs over to you, holding something between his hands. He looks up at you from under his red and white mushroom cap and holds out an identical cap for you. He says that once you put it on your head, you will be a special honorary mushroom, just like him. Tuck your lucky gold coin under the cap and wiggle the mushroom cap snugly over your head. Mario and Luigi then both come over and each hand you one of their puffy white gloves. Fit them both over your hands and wiggle your puffy fingers around. Now that you have your mushroom cap and puffy gloves on, let's take another big, slow breath in through our noses. Feel the coolness of the air coming in through your nose. Your chest rises as your heart fills with happiness and love. Then, slowly, breathe out through your mouth. Your chest lowers back down, releasing all of the happiness and love in your heart to all of our Super Mario friends. Take one last moment to make sure your whole body is as comfortable as possible, all the way from the top of your head, down your neck, spine, and hips, to the bottom of your toes. Princess Peach and Toad settle in next to you on one side. As Princess Peach sits, she pats down her pink ball gown that is puffed up all around her. Toad runs up to her and bounces off her puffy dress.
This is fun.
They both laugh as he falls back down into the pink puff. Mario and Luigi sit to your other side with Yoshi happily wedged between them. Yoshi's big green nose is pointed up in the air as he gets comfy. Bowser walks big roaring steps over to everyone and sits down right in front of you, facing you. He is usually concerned only with taking over the kingdom, but since you're here with everyone today, he has decided to be friendly. The block ground shakes beneath you as he sits down, rocking side to side, getting comfortable. Everyone is excited to relax their bodies after a long day of running, jumping, and defeating villains. Mario says that the best way to relax our bodies is to first make sure your neck and back are as straight as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Little Toad waves his hand in the air for everyone to look at him. His mushroom cap helps him hold his head up high and keeps his neck and back straight. Make sure your mushroom-capped head and your ears are as far away from your shoulders as possible. Bowser speaks up to say that it's also important that your shoulders and hips are evenly supporting the rest of your body. His big spiky shell on his back helps him make sure his body is balanced. He twists around to reach behind him, then jumps up quickly to bring you something. He wants to give you your very own green and red spiky Bowser shell. As you put it on your back with your puffy white gloved hands, be sure to align your shoulders to your hips as if they are stacked one on top of the other within your new shell. Now that your body is evenly supported, let's take a big, slow breath in through our noses. Feel the coolness of the air coming in through your nose. Your chest rises as your heart fills with happiness and love. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth, using your tummy muscles to push all the air out. Your chest lowers back down, releasing all of the happiness and love in your heart to all of our Super Mario friends. Everyone exhaled so much love and happiness that it created a little windstorm, and in blew 3 more shiny gold coins. They are spinning in place, floating on top of blocks that are hanging in the sky like stairs, each one higher than the last. Mario and Yoshi jump up to grab the coin for you. Mario hops onto Yoshi's back, and with a squeak, Yoshi is off toward the coin. His little dinosaur legs scurry along the blocks. Mario warns him that a turtle shell is zooming by, trying to trip them, but Yoshi jumps over it just in time. Yoshi stops just under the lowest block. They need your help to jump up onto the first, second, and third blocks. Let's take a different kind of breath to help Yoshi jump up high into the sky to get the coins. This time, let's take 3 little Yoshi breaths in, 1 for each block he hops onto. Let's try it. Take a little breath in through your nose, then stop. Yoshi jumps up to the first block and gets the first coin. Take a little more air in through your nose. He jumps up to the next block for the second coin. Finally, breathe the rest of the way in through your nose as Yoshi jumps up and spins to get the third coin. Let's do similar breaths out as Yoshi jumps down. Release a little air through your mouth as Yoshi hops down to the middle block, then a little more as he hops down to the first block. Now, Release all the air out through your mouth as Yoshi jumps back down to the ground to bring you 3 new shiny gold coins. Once he gets to you, he jumps up and spins in the air. He thinks you did such a good job controlling your breath. Mario and Yoshi settle back down next to you to continue relaxing our bodies. We already made sure our shoulders were stacked on top of our hips. Now let's see how they feel. Do you feel any discomfort in your shoulders? Princess Peach raises her hand because one of her shoulders is sore from saving the kingdom today. Let's take a loving breath in through our noses, but this time, let's try to breathe away discomfort that might be in our shoulders, like Princess Peach. Let's take a little breath in through our noses. As your chest rises, imagine that it's pulling any discomfort that might be hiding in your shoulders away from your shoulders and into your chest with the air. Hold it in. Hold it all in your chest with your heart, giving it a little love from your heartbeat. Then, slowly breathe out through your mouth. As you breathe the air and any discomfort from your shoulders out, let your shoulders be squishy and heavy. Now, let's breathe into our bellies to make them soft and squishy. Do you feel any discomfort in your belly? Luigi rubs his belly because he feels a slight ache in there.
Ow, ow.
For Luigi, let's take a breath in through our noses. As your chest rises, imagine that it's pulling any discomfort that might be hiding in your belly away from your belly and into your chest with the air. Hold it all in your chest with your heart, giving it a little love from your heartbeat. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth. As you breathe the air and any discomfort from your belly out, let your tummy be squishy and soft. Luigi smiles. You helped his belly feel better. His belly is fully relaxed now, and it's squishy soft. Last, let's check in with our legs. Do you feel any discomfort in your legs? Toad stands up on his tiny legs and squeaks that though his legs are little, they are extra sore because he has to walk twice as fast as everyone else since he is so small. Let's take a loving breath in for Toad's little legs and our own if there's any discomfort there. Before we take our last breath in, make double sure that your neck and back are as straight as possible and that your hips are evenly supporting both of your legs. Once your hips are even, let's take a loving breath in through our noses. As your chest rises, imagine that it's pulling any discomfort that might be hiding in your legs far, far away from them. Hold the air and any discomfort in your chest with your heart, giving it a little love from your heartbeat. Then, slowly, breathe out through your mouth. As you breathe the discomfort out, let your leg muscles be squishy and heavy. That breath was so relaxing that Toad had actually fallen asleep, as has Yoshi, Luigi, Mario, and Princess Peach's eyelids are heavy. Even Bowser's big head is nodding downward, sleepy. You've done an excellent job relaxing your body with all of our Super Mario friends. Whenever you need to have some fun relaxing your body, you can remember our time together in this colorful world of Super Mario with our friends Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Toad, Yoshi, and Bowser. They are so happy to spend time with you because there's no one in this whole world like you. I hope you can use what you learned here to be the best you possible. Always remember, Mrs. Honeybee believes in you. You are special and you are loved. I can't wait to see you again.